They're putting up white-only signs. Here in Missouri, they're trying to start a white-only community. I don't give a fuck what the reasoning is. It's time to speak out.
As you see behind me, this is a list of things that are segregated for people who are not white. Sorry, sweetheart, but we're not stopping until we see white graduations, white cultural events, white communities. If you don't like it, we don't really care. Go build your own fucking society. Nobody's stopping you.
I want to live in a world that's not racist. I have a family made up of people from all over the world. I know that sounds like a fucking fairy tale, but correct racists. Tell them to shut the fuck up. If you're not going to correct them, who will? Make them uncomfortable. Who cares about their fucking feelings?
Hey guys, it's your girl Cindy and I'm back again with another video. I trust you guys are having a beautiful time today. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So apparently they are building a white-only town or space in Missouri. I don't know if you have heard about this. It is literally trending and people are weighing in. So I saw some videos on TikTok. People said that the residents met on Twitter. They decided to start the town and then they called themselves Return to the Land. At this point, people don't care anymore because I read some comments coming from white people and black people. And these white people are saying in the comment section that they are not going to patronize any white-only restaurant, shop, like anything white-only. Please, if you have heard about this, I want to know in the comment section because people are reacting to this and asking people to share their videos, talk about it, create awareness basically. So I have put together a few videos. Let's just hear, what people said. And of course, I'm going to show you some screenshots of comments. Stay with me, guys. Let's check these videos out.
So they're trying to break ground on a whites-only community in Springfield, Missouri, as early as this year. Not literally in Springfield, Missouri, but adjacent. And they hope that they can build one of these cities in every state in the union. It's called the Return to the Land Initiative. And my brain keeps breaking every time I say return to the land out loud. Because there's nothing about white people that screams return to the land. White people can barely go camping without crying. And I'm trying to understand the whole return to the land sentiment there. Because it sounds eerily similar to return the land or land back for indigenous people. And after that Jubilee episode recently with that one white guy saying that white people are Native Americans, and he truly believed it and people clapped for him, I'd like to see them build this white city, but I would like them to not use any inventions made by any person of color or any immigrant. Like literally everything. Even down to the types of pets that they're allowed to have, actually. Because we don't want any immigrant pets. They have to be from America only. It's just bothersome to me, as a person who is white, to see other white people be so fucking stupid. And the fact that they think that they can actually put one in every state. It's mind-boggling to me. At this point, I'm just starting to feel like any person who is not cis, straight, heterosexual, white, or male, you can't be all of those categories. I think we should just leave. Everyone just fucking pick up, give up, and leave. And let them see how horrible it actually would be. This can't be my reality.
A whites-only community could be coming to Missouri in 2025, and yes, you are hearing me correctly. An actual group called Return to the Land is trying to build a segregated whites-only town near Springfield, Missouri. And this isn't parody and this is not satire. This is happening in America right now. The founder says that they want to return to their roots. But come on, guys, let's be real. This isn't about heritage. This is about hate. This is about building a safe space for white supremacy under the guise of community. And what's even more disturbing, these people feel so fucking emboldened these days that they're not even hiding it anymore. They're openly promoting racial segregation like it's normal, like this country didn't literally fight an actual civil war to end this bullshit. This is what happens when politicians feed the lie that diversity is the problem. This is what happens when you have people in power pushing the idea that America was better when it was whiter. They want to isolate, they want to indoctrinate, they want to raise their kids in a world where no one challenges their racism, their ignorance, or their twisted version of history. So, here's the question. How in the hell are we letting this happen in broad daylight? Where are the zoning boards? Where are the civil rights investigations? And where is the national outrage? Because if they succeed here, this won't be the last. It'll literally be the blueprint. We are watching the normalization of white nationalism one community at a time. And if you're not disturbed by that, You're either racist yourself or you're just not paying attention. A whites-only community could be coming to Missouri in 2025, and yes, you are hearing me correctly.
I like the way that everybody's outraged, that they think there aren't white-only communities already. What do you think zoning, what do you think HOAs are for? The HOAs were invented to keep Black and Jewish people out of communities. I know. I was raised in an HOA that in Prairie Village, Kansas, designed by J.C. Nichols. They are one of the original developers here in Kansas City who encouraged all the redlining. And all it takes is a price of a house to keep other people out. So, you know, all these HOAs with houses over $500,000, it's probably a whites-only community, isn't it? Yes, it is. So, yes, be outraged, because these are just ignorant, selfish, racist white people who are living collectively on a budget, because they can't afford to live in the fancy white-only gated communities like Trump and other people. But they want the separation. So they're a bunch of assholes. And yes, be outraged. But it's not new.
You guys, this is so wild and disturbing. There is a whites-only community being built in the Ozarks. I'm really disturbed. This seems like a reintroduction to segregation. So this community is located on 160 acres of land. It is called Return to the Land. There's about 40 people living on it right now. This includes people of law enforcement and federal agents. Nobody except for whites are allowed on this community compound. You also can't be gay or Jewish. And it is run by this guy right here, Eric Orwell. It's cut off at the top, but he is quoted as saying, "You want a white nation? Create a white town." It can be done, and we're doing it. It says over the last year and a half that they have been building this, what I'm going to call a compound. This movement started organizing online. In an interview with Sky News, this information was found out. I feel like I can't say that, but there were those in references on a public chat in Telegram. There was also 14 words, including and referring to this.
No, this isn't about heritage. This is about hate. This is about building a safe space for white supremacy under the...
What makes you think that you have any control over our community and why you deserve the right to be around us? As you see behind me, this is a list of things that are segregated for people who are not white. Let's take a look at all of the segregated spaces, events, graduations, scholarships, and government programs that are set aside for people who are not white. Sorry, sweetheart, but we're not stopping until we see white graduations, white cultural events, white communities, white-only spaces, white scholarships. If you don't like it, we don't really care. Go build your own fucking society. Nobody's stopping you. It must be really nice to have all of these non-white privileges living in a white country. Access to white people is not a right. You will not be stopping us from uniting and building up our community. It's not going to happen. Now, coexisting is just fine, but it needs to be optional instead of forced on the public. At the end of the day, white people deserve the right to celebrate and protect our people. Let them seethe.
So the big news of the day in my region is that we are getting an all-white Christian conservative community. Yeah. This community is going to be built near Springfield, Branson, Missouri area. This is absolutely insane to me. Part of me is like, great, get these people out of our general population and out of our communities. And then the other side of me is like, these poor children that are going to have to live there. What's everyone else's thought on this type of environment? Do you think that people that are this ugly and hateful and racist should all just kind of go live together in one spot? Or do you think that this is a setup for like militias or, it's a cult. It definitely is a cult. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think that this is good or bad? So do you think this is something that we're going to see more and more throughout the country? Do you think this is something that's going to be sustainable for these groups? What's your thoughts on this crack pipe of a situation?
Has everyone seen that community that's being built in America where they are only accepting white Americans into their community that they're building? And recently Sky News went over and actually interviewed these people and asked them what they were basing it off of, basically. And they said that it was just a community of people with similar ancestry to each other. I have another word for this, it's called a sundown town. And also, let's not forget to mention that the double standards are insane, because if this was the other way around and any other race was having a community and wasn't letting white people in, the outrage and the public uproar that would occur is, you can only imagine. This group said in their interview that the community was about freedom and just a community. However, it is nothing other than organised hate. The fact that this is also legal and does not fall under any regulation of discrimination and simply racism is absurd to me, but also not even slightly shocking considering the current state of the USA. And people say that the far right aren't racist or xenophobic or sexist or whatever, but then full on build a community based off race and segregate people based off race. It is genuinely very, very scary times, and the fact that this is accepted, disgraceful.
There is a fully functional whites-only, straights-only town in the United States in 2025. They call themselves Return to the Land and are a group of about 50 people so far in Arkansas, made up of men, women, and children. They say their goal is to have a white society that goes back to the fundamental white Christian values. In this small town, the men take on the task of building it, and the women take on the task of caring for the homes and the children. When asked about this whites-only project, they claim that it's all out of love and not because they hate any groups of people. They say that in order to protect their children, this was a necessary move to make. And they have supporters across the country. So much so that anytime anyone has a child, they're gifted thousands of dollars from their GoFundMe supporters. I think this is fucking insane. Write a comment below, let me know what you think, and don't forget to follow.
They're putting up white-only signs. Here in Missouri, they're trying to start a...
You think that's bad? Look up the mayor from Marysville, Michigan. It's a white-only community that they started a long time ago. And just a few years ago, she actually got on national television and said, "We don't want your kind here. If you're mixing colors, don't come here. Don't live in my town. We will run you out." This is not news. This is not anything new. These communities have been doing this for years. There's all white communities all over Michigan. Just look at St. Clair. Look at Marysville. And Marine City has finally kind of moved over, but for the most part, all the way to like almost Algonac, it's all white owned. It's all white communities. They chase anybody of any other anesthetist as from anywhere else out of their town. I'm sorry I can't speak this morning, but yeah, not nothing new.
Beside me are some of the screenshots of comments I grabbed so you guys can see what other people said about this news. You can please pause to read if you want to. I have only one question, and my question is, obviously, they want segregation. They want, to separate themselves from black people and other race. Now, my question is, would that make you guys to leave black people alone? Like, just leave them alone? I don't know. I'm just asking this question. Because at this point, I don't think that, people care anymore. Y'all do your things. Like, I don't think it is new. Y'all do your thing. So, but it is not okay. Because people are asking in the comment section if it is legal for them to come together to say they want to build a white-only town. I don't know, because this is the question that some people are asking in the comment section. And obviously, there are some white people who are perfectly okay with this. Literally, I read the comment. I wasn't surprised, but some people were coming for those white people that made such statement like they really, really want that to happen. Y'all do you? I don't know, but this shouldn't be happening. But I have another question actually. I mean, when they say return to the land, which land are you all talking about? Which land are you all returning to? I don't get it. But anyways, I thought to react to this, to bring these videos here so we all can see and hear from them. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. What is your take on this? And remember, I'm going to make a part 2 so we can hear from Black people, because I do not want this video to be too long. Again, I don't think people care anymore. But do you? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course subscribe. Come back for another video. I'm gonna see y'all in my next one. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye.